Hello, Pisces Power people. Welcome back to Pisces Power Tarot, a channel created by a Pisces for Pisces of all placements, as well as cross-watchers who care about a Pisces in their lives. I am so grateful that you all are here. Every time I see a new subscriber, my heart goes like fluttery. And I just want to take this moment to thank you all for helping me on this journey to build a deep, rich, and meaningful community of Piscean people for Piscean people. Okay, you guys rock, and I'm so grateful for you. All right, and on that note, if you have not subscribed to Pisces Power Tarot, I hope that you will. I feel like we've got a good thing going here, and the best is yet to come, okay? All right, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, I will begin with the Empathic Oracle. This is a great deck for addressing issues that empathic people typically deal with. So, yeah, Pisces people, we're sensing, sensitive kind of people, and that can be kind of overwhelming, but we should get some good direction out of this so that way we can properly navigate the gift of being empathic, okay? Then we will explore the Heaven and Earth Tarot, and then we will close out the reading with the Moonology Oracle cards. These are really great for speaking to timelines and addressing stuck energy, okay? None of us ever have stuck energy, right? All right, well, I'll go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for being here again. Just so you're aware, this is a general reading, but I do offer personalized readings. And if you would like to connect with me for a personalized reading, you can reach me at piscespowerreadings@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get started. Give these lovely little cards a shuffle. I love the size of these cards. Like, they're super easy to shuffle. And I love the gilded edges. I think that's just gorgeous. The purple and the gold gilding is so pretty. It is a very rich color theme. And I think that's so appropriate in that it is an empathic, for empathic people. So, I think that's just kudos on their part for choosing that color scheme. Colors carry energy. Colors have their own vibration too. So that's kind of a bit of interesting information, I think. I'm going to cut these, give them one more good shuffle, and we will see how Spirit would like for us to open. I'll cut them one more time. What do we got here, Spirit? Oh, purity. Look at that. I feel such a simple energy from this. I'm not sure why or what that means, but we're going to find out. So, number 40, purity. Purity. Okay. Set that right there. Now, I'm going to do a straight 5-card spread based on the 5 gates. If you are new here, I do these for the 5 senses, but I put a spiritual twist on that, okay? The gates, the 5 senses, is where we empathic people take in much of the information from our external worlds. And like I said earlier, that can be overwhelming because you'll find yourself feeling the emotions of maybe even strangers at a shopping mall. You know what I mean? Like, you just... And it takes a while to understand that that's what's happening. Because some people will be like, I feel depressed, but I don't know why. And a lot of times, not all the time, but that is the case, is that their gifting has them sensitized to pick up on the energies that are surrounding them. So it can feel like a curse. but it's not. It's a blessing, and hopefully this channel will help you see that and experience your gift that way, because the gift that you have, Pisces, of being an empathic person isn't just for everyone else. It's for you too, okay? It should be a blessing to you and feel good to carry that within you. All right. Now, I don't read reversals, just so you're aware. I like to make people aware of that so you know what to expect during the reading. Let's get started. Spirit, touch. What are my Pisces people wanting to get their hands on? What do they need to get their hands on? Taste. Spirit, what does my Pisces have a taste for? Smell. What's in the air for my Pisces? Hearing. What, Spirit, do my Piscean people need to hear? And finally, what do my Piscean people need to see, Spirit? All right, let's see what we've got. In the area of touch, we have the Eight of Pentacles. What I'm picking up on is this is a present kind of an energy. This is not a past or a future energy. What you have your hands on is what you're doing, your work, okay? So right now, maybe you're super busy, you're buried up in work, and I don't sense that it's causing you any distress. Sometimes you're busy with work and it actually feels good because you just get into this flow state with it. And so I'm not picking up that you're feeling overwhelmed, but I feel like you have this building sense of satisfaction that's about to come, that's about to pay off from your work. But you would probably say, I am ready for a break, though, and I am ready to live a bit of a simpler life. I'm ready to live a simpler. Remember, I said this energy feels simple? Yes, purity. Just this straightforward, clean, and I don't necessarily, when I say clean, I don't mean like, from drugs or anything. Just a life that is free from obstacles, okay? That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. It's like you're successful, you're doing great with your work, you're proud of your work, you take pride in it, and it looks like it's maybe a lifetime. Maybe you're getting ready to retire. Maybe that's what this is about. And you're ready to transition into the next stage of your life, okay? And you're hoping for something, a life that is more streamlined, okay? More streamlined. Taste. Spirit, talk to me about taste. Knight of Swords. I have to tell you what I just heard. Adventure. So it's like you have this taste for adventure, Pisces. And I feel like what you're wanting to do is wrap up your work and go on an adventure and just do a lot of adventures. Like when I look at this Knight of Swords, I just hear the words, adventure is in your blood, okay? And because this is the Eight of Pentacles, that means there's only 2 cards to go before the burden. I mean, not the burden, but before the end of the deck. In other words, the end of the cycle. So you're getting close, it looks like, to finishing your work and being ready to go on some amazing ventures. And I gotta say, Pisces, the energy that I'm feeling from this card is a very robust and vibrant, hope-filled, jubilant kind of an energy. So I feel like maybe you're out there and you're getting this building sense and you are anticipating more excitement in your life. So that's interesting. Smell. What's in the air? The World. Major Arcana. And when if you watch me, when I talk about major arcana cards, that means that this is speaking to a karmic point on your timeline. And what were we just talking about? Wrapping up your work and going on adventure. Okay. The World card is also a card that signifies the ending of one cycle, and she is stepping over into the new area, the new realm of her next chapter. Okay. She's stepping into a new world, and maybe that's what you're about to do, my Pisces. How exciting is that? This feels really good. Now, here's another thing that I am picking up on. She is naked, okay? She's stepping over onto the other side of this. Very simple, she doesn't have baggage, in other words. She's leaving everything behind her and she's going into her new place with just hardly anything. It's like a brand new start for her. She's going into it with, I would say, the clothes on her back, but it's more like some sort of a scarf, or I'm not sure what that's called. The word is leaving my mind right now, but you get the picture. She's going into her new life in a more streamlined way. She's not bringing baggage. She's not bringing other people. She's not bringing furniture. She's not bringing clothes. Like, she's getting a brand new start, okay? A more pure, simplified next chapter is what's in store for you, Pisces. Now, smell, spirit, what's in the air for my Pisces? 8 of Swords. Now, here's what's very interesting. The swords, they are air energy, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But swords have to do with our mental energy, our mindsets, our mentality. The 8 of Swords is very much a mindset and mentality card. So basically, you have this cloaked figure who has some ropes. Let me look and see. Or sashes. I think that's more like just loosely draped sashes. And the cloak looks like it might be satin. And the swords, obviously, if you have a bunch of swords around you, that could feel intimidating. But the point of this image is showing you that if you feel encumbered in your next chapter, it's not because there is anything in reality that is actually encumbering you, okay? It's going to be a mental prison. Here's what else I'm getting. I want to convey this. This is very, very important, so do listen. Do not miss this part of the video. So what happens when you step in to this next chapter of your life? You're going to have this brand new life, okay? New friends, a new job. Maybe you've moved to a new area. Everything is so new for you, okay? But if you have experienced trauma from your last chapters, Spirit is wanting to alert you to the fact, number one, be gentle with yourself, because when you get into this new situation, you may find yourself being triggered, or when you do get triggered, if and when you do get triggered in your new chapter, your mentality and mindset may try to revert back to old coping methods that you leaned on during your last chapters. Spirit is saying that is not for you. You need to even develop newer, healthier mindsets, because where you are going, Pisces, is not a place of being bound, okay? It's a place of freedom and happiness, and you don't need to allow yourself to feel obscured or really, really in your head. Spirit wants you to look out and behold all the newness of your next chapter. Soak it in like dry ground after a 7-year drought. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really take it in and be present with the newness. Be present with this incoming future version of yourself. Whew, man, that's powerful. That was It was a lot of energy moving through me to get that out. If you haven't liked or subscribed, definitely go ahead and like. I want you to save this video because I feel like you may need to reference this very reading once you step over into this new chapter, okay? Now, finally, Spirit, in the area of seeing, what do my Pisces people need to see? Yes, the Tower. Spirit is saying, how do I say this? Just as surely as your path, your previous life up until this point may have been bleak or hard, you need to know that to the degree that you have suffered will be to the same degree and even probably more that you're going to rejoice and feel relief. This tower represents that there is about to be a sudden shift of what you've been used to. You've gone from quietly keeping your head down, working, taking pride in your work, but coming to a place of burnout and just being ready to go on adventure. And, then you're being made privy to a new chapter that's coming up, and your mindset's being addressed and prepared for what's going to take place after this tower moment, okay? Maybe you're going to leave a job. Maybe you're going to end a relationship. You know what that looks like for you. And chances are you probably already feel this is in the works, but you might not know to what degree or intensity this tower moment is going to be or hold. So just be prepared for that. I would encourage you to meditate and work on your mindsets and get ready to embrace the new you, the new life that is about to abound in you, with you, and for you. Now, I just thought of something. I am not saying that this is I'm just throwing this out there, and it may only apply to one or two of you. I don't think it's an overall thing that I'm about to say, but when I just said this new life in you, maybe some of you have been trying to get pregnant, and I'm picking up on a little bit of a potential energy that could in fact happen, okay? So yeah, just tuck that away. And if you don't want to get pregnant, be smart, okay? Be smart. All right. Spirit, how do you want us to close this message? Are there any timelines or stuck energy that you want to talk about, Spirit? Now, just as a reminder, I do offer personalized readings. I adore connecting with people to do psychic readings, to do tarot, oracle card readings. So if you would like to connect and take advantage of one of those offerings, you can reach me at piscespowerreadings@gmail.com. All right, I'm going to give these another shuffle, and I'm going to cut it one more time and see what we've got. Look, Pisces, adjustments are required. You think? That's exactly what we've been talking about this whole time. Remember, you're going to have to adjust your mindset to your new chapter. And of course, anytime there's a tower moment, it's going to you're going to have an adjustment period after any tower moment, regardless of how big or small, there will be an adjustment period. So, and this right here is third quarter moon. Perhaps some of these big changes will happen for you during the third quarter of the year. Now, these are all timeless readings that I do, so whenever it finds you will be the right time, okay? But it looks like what Spirit wants you to do is focus on your future and leave the past behind. Make your adjustments for what's coming. And I'm thinking too, like this is coming to me. For so long, you've had to adjust your life to what has been in your past. And now it's time to adjust to the future that you have been meticulously creating for yourself. Okay? So that is great news, my Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out, Pisces.